Today we are going to watch the story of the most curious angel, Azrael. He is the angel of death, the one that everyone fears. Did you know that he visits to us 40 times a day? And when the time of death comes, how will we face him? And what will we feel at that moment? Do you know how the angel who takes everyone's life will take his own life? You will not believe it when you hear about the extraordinary life of the angel Azrael. He, just like us humans, has faced many incidents and problems since the day he was created. At some point, he faced an unexpected reaction from prophets he went to. At some point, the planet Earth we live on started to speak and came to an agreement with the angel Azrael on a matter. In this video, I have compiled the daily life of the angel Azrael from past to present and the extraordinary things that have happened to him. You will watch it from the beginning to the end with full attention. Let's start if you are ready. He is the most frightening angel among the angels, the one who gives you the chills. It is said that every day the angel Azrael comes to us and looks at our faces 40 times, meaning that while we are dealing with the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, we are visited by Azrael 40 times a day without realizing it. Do you fear now to think he is coming also today? His duty is not only to take life, he also wants to come and see what people are doing for our last day. We do not name our children after him, while we name our children after other angels, because every human being is afraid of losing his life and does not want to think about it. When God gave the angel Azrael the task of taking lives, Azrael was worried about this issue. Azrael expressed his concern that no one would love him because of his duty. God gave the following answer: I will place various diseases, accidents, disasters, and calamities between you and my servants. This way, even if you take their lives, they won't complain about you. And indeed, when death comes, we only see its causes, not directly Azrael or blaming him. It is narrated that Prophet Abraham said to the angel of death, "Appear to me in the form in which you take the souls of evil people." The angel said, "You cannot bear to see this image." But Abraham insisted, "I can bear it." Azrael said, "Turn around." Abraham turned, and when he saw Azrael, he saw him black, his hair and beard mixed, stinking, dressed in black clothes, with fire and smoke coming out of his mouth, and very monstrous. Unable to bear it, he fell down and fainted. When he came to, he saw Azrael in his old form and said to him, "It is enough for a sinner to see your face. Even if he does not face any other torment in hell, your face is enough for him in terms of torment." This time Abraham said, "See me in the form in which you take the souls of the righteous." And when he saw the angel in a beautiful form, he said to him, "It is enough for the good to see you in this form as a reward." The story of Azrael and Prophet Solomon is also told in this way. One day, a man came to the Prophet Solomon in fear and asked him, "Please help me." Solomon asked him what was the matter, and the man told him that today, Azrael had appeared to him today and had looked at him with an evil look and walked away, and he realized that he would surely take his life. Hearing this, Prophet Solomon said, "What do you want me to do?" The frightened man said, "O Solomon, you are the one who rules the mountains, stones, animals, rain, and wind. If you want, the wind will take me away from here and take me to India. That way, Azrael will not find me here." Even though Solomon knows that this will not be a solution, he grants the man's request. With his command, a great wind takes the man to India. It is evening, and a crowd has gathered around the prophet Solomon. Among this crowd is Azrael. When Prophet Solomon saw Azrael, he asked him, "O Azrael, a man made a request of me today. You appeared to him and looked at him in a bad way." Azrael replies, "I didn't look at him badly. I just looked at him with surprise. I was surprised to see him here in Jerusalem, because I was going to take his life this evening while he was in India. How could I meet him in India after hours when I am here now?" So that unfortunate man, while running away from his death, is actually going to die by his own feet. In another story, when a believer is approaching the hereafter and it is time for him to leave the world, the angel of death comes and sits by his bedside. Angels descend from heaven. Their faces are as bright as the sun. They have with them the shrouds and fragrances of paradise. They sit in front of that person where he is looking. The angel of death says, "O soul that has come to peace, come out to attain the forgiveness and consent of your Lord." And it comes out as easily as a drop of water flows out of a vessel. When the time comes for a disbeliever to leave this world, the angel of death comes. The angels who descend from heaven are dressed in rough and tough clothes, with faces made of denim and hands made of hair. These angels sit in front of the angel of death where his eyes look. As the angel of death prepares to take the disbeliever's soul, he continues as follows: "O filthy soul, come out to incur the wrath and fury of God." When the soul is taken out of the body, this process will be extremely difficult. During this separation, there is unbearable pain, as if all the vessels and nerves in the body are being severed one by one as the soul is withdrawn. At the moment when the soul begins to withdraw, when the final bond is to be broken, many mischief makers are brought upon the person by Satan. In this case, they appear to the person in the form of those who have died, such as his mother, father, brother, sister, and loved ones, and try to turn him away from his religion, lead him to wrong beliefs, and even attempt to make him deny the existence of God. God drives away the devil. At this time, the person relaxes and smiles. In this case, the man who has been blessed with God's mercy is seen smiling. The person is given peace and comfort with the words of Gabriel. "Do you know me? I am Gabriel. These are your enemies, the devils." This is the most beloved and refreshing good news given by an angel. The last thing the dying person loses of his senses is his hearing. This is because when the soul is separated from the heart, only the sense of sight is lost, but the sense of hearing is not lost until the soul has been completely taken away. If the deceased has spittle coming out of his mouth, his lip is drooping, his face is dark, and his eyes are dazzled, it is clear that he is a sinner and that he has experienced the tribulation of the afterlife. But if you see that his mouth is open as if he is smiling and his face has a happy expression, then he is blessed with happiness in the afterlife. The angels wrap this happy soul with a rope of fine silk. The soul of this blessed person knows everything he has done in the past, with no secrets or knowledge that he did not know in the world. These angels, together with this happy soul, fly up to the sky and rise. The soul of the disbeliever will be taken away violently and harshly. The angels address him. "O evil spirit, come out of the evil body." When the soul comes out, Azrael hands it over to the demons, the angels of torment, whose faces are extremely ugly, dressed in black clothes and smelling foul. Gabriel raises this evil spirit, and they reach the earthly sky. But the angel at the gate of the sky asks Gabriel, "Who is the person next to you?" And Gabriel replies, "A bad, ugly, evil person who is not loved in the world." So the gates of heaven and the gates of the heavens will not open for them, and Gabriel will leave him, and the wind will blow him away. God says in this regard, "Be upright in devotion to God, associating none with him in worship. For whoever associates others with God is like someone who has fallen from the sky and is either snatched away by birds or swept by the wind to a remote place." Surah Al-Hajj 31. When that person falls to the ground, an angel will pick him up and take him to the underworld, which is called the Sikhin. Sikhin is a large stone under the ground or in the depths of hell, and the souls of unbelievers and sinners are taken there. There is a day when even Azrael, whom God has entrusted to take life, will surrender his life to God. So when and how will the Azrael die? It is narrated that after God has accomplished the death of all living beings, he asks the angel of death, even though he knows everything best, "Who is left of my creation?" The angel said, "O Lord, you know better who is left, but no one is left except this weak servant of yours." Then God said, "O angel of death, you made my prophets, messengers, guardians, and servants taste death. Although I am the all-knowing of all the future, this has been decreed in my eternal knowledge. Everything is doomed to perish except my essence. Now it is your turn." Thereupon the angel supplicates, "O God, have mercy on your servant, the angel of death, and treat him with your grace, for he is weak." God says, "Put your right hand under your right cheek, lie down between heaven and hell, and die." In this way, he dies on God's command. Our Lord's declaration is very clear. Every soul will taste death. You will be returned to us at the end. May our God grant us maturity and understanding in our consciousness, and may we die with faith in our last moment. If you have come this far, we would like you to share in the comments below how you would like to die, and we would like you to subscribe to our channel and like the video.